Hey, what's up guys, it's LP. I've been getting some messages lately, people asking me how to do well with the RPG, ask me how I get some of the shots that I get, and how I know where the rocket's gonna go. Well, I decided to throw together this tutorial, which is basically a bunch of random clips. I just tell you how I got the shots, and what my thought process was while I was taking them. I got most of these clips from about an hour-long session, mainly on my wife's account where I was just messing around. I promise you it's not her. She's the kind of gamer that when she does driving games, she leans left and right when she turns around corners because she believes it's going to make her car turn sharper. So let's just check out the first clip. It's on WMD, and it's a perfect example of having to use the terrain and the obstacles around your enemy to kill the enemy with a blast radius. I aim a little low for the rooftop, hoping that the RPG will drift up and the blast radius will be enough to kill those guys up on the catwalk. Now if you look real close, you'll see an enemy just came up the ladder behind the enemy that I was aiming for. He's wearing a flak jacket, but I bet he didn't expect an outcome like this. That's one of those shots where you just gotta smile. You know there's a bunch of nerd rage going on the other side of that controller. Here's a different perspective from up on top of the catwalk. I have a few different options from up here. I can fire one through that far window, I can try and angle one down at B where they're capping, or I can aim for that nice flat ground where it looks like there's a fresh split screener just waiting for my RPG. You have a great angle from up here, so all you have to do is aim for somewhere around him and hope that the RPG stays online. I don't know what this guy was doing, but all I gotta say is you gotta love split screeners. Here's an example of having a lot less of an angle to work with. There's a little bit of a downslope, but there is a nice flat area where you have to aim your RPG for to get it to explode. Lucky for me, there was two guys here, so I got a nice free double kill. Normally I would jump to get a better angle, but there was enough flat surface to work with. Here's another example of having to fire your RPG up. You'll see a guy far off in the distance in that window. Obviously my scorpions aren't going to be able to get him from here, and I need to be able to get my care package I just threw down. My goal is to try and get the RPG to angle up into the window and hit the ceiling or possibly even the windowsill. I take aim right at the window. Hopefully the RPG stays online and let it fly. Lucky for me, right when I fire, the guy hops out of the window and my RPG goes right into his feet. This allows me to go and pick up my care package. I also get a lot of questions on how I take down helicopters in my RPG all the time. It's a little tougher to take these down since they're on the move, and it's really tough to tell where the RPG is going to go sometimes. What you want to do is wait until it gets stationary like this one, take aim right at it, and let it go. Lucky for me, I just happened to catch the wing of this helicopter, but it's more than enough to take it out of the sky. Another thing you want to remember is to use vehicles to your advantage. You see this guy's hiding behind the car, and he's a racist squirrel, so we definitely want to make sure we blow the shit out of him. Use your elevation to aim down anywhere around the car. The explosion is sure to take out your enemy. Here I go to grab my care package, just to get some more ammo for my RPG, when I get sniped from some guy laying down all the way at the other end of this road. Obviously there's a lot of distance to cover in between me and the enemy, and to make it worse, I'm firing uphill. I do know that the enemy team is spawning over there, so if I fire in that general direction, I might be able to get one of them. Aim a little high, and hope that the RPG dips at the last second. Don't worry though, I take care of the other guys with a well-placed Semtex, and my scorpions take care of the sniper laying on the ground. And one of the most important things to remember is when you have an unsuspecting camper, make sure you abuse him a little before you blow his head off. My original intent here was to use the RPG to snipe that guy in the second story window, but I see this guy running on the flat ground, so I decided to use the small lip at the bottom of the incline as my main target area for the RPG. Hopefully I could get him before he runs around the corner. Like I've said, you never really know if the RPG is going to go up or down after you fire it. My best bet here was to hope that it dipped down, so I aimed a little high. Lucky for me, the RPG dipped at the last second and killed the guy before he got around the corner. So after taking care of that guy, I run into the building, hoping to get the guy that was up in the window before. But I see a guy in the bottom left, and I know my AK-47 could take him out easily, but that doorway acts like such a perfect target. And he's running ghosts, so he deserves to be blown up anyway. The RPG generally doesn't stray left or right, so if you aim for the center of the door, this Ghost Pro user's fluffy pink vagina is sure to be used and abused by your RPG. I hope some of these clips have showed you guys how to use the RPG, and as always guys, thanks for watching. Later.